Hey, welcome back to another Mind the Mic podcast. I'm your host, Shubs, here with another special guest in the building. One with a very interesting story. Former USA Rugby League representative, represented the Bros in the 13-man game. Played a bit of NRL and a bit of Super League as well for the Parramatta Eels and Hull FC and a few other teams over there. Shout out to the bro, Bureta Faraimo. What's good, my brother?
Hey, what's up? What's up, man?
Nah, just chilling, bro. For anybody that doesn't know you, Marcus, can you give us a little background, like where you were born, where you come from, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so my story starts in back in New Zealand and born and raised in Porirua.
Ooh, Peter.
Yeah, P-Town there. Born and raised in P-Town, Kenneth Creek. Yeah, pretty much been there my whole life until I was about 20 years old. Packed the bags and done the journey over to Australia.
Jeez, solid. What was life like in Porirua growing up?
Personally, for me, man, I loved it. That's my home, man. You know, a lot of there's what do you call it? A lot of funny stories come out of that place from you know, hearing it outside from the people for outside looking in.
Yep.
But growing up there, man, it was I would say I'm one of the lucky ones who come out of there, man. That's the best place. It's paradise in New Zealand.
That's on, brother. That's beautiful perspectives to have, cuz. Shout out to Porirua. Had quite a few brothers on from Porirua on here lately, actually. Shout out to all the brothers. Let's go. So growing up in Porirua, obviously a good place. Where did you go to school in that, brother? What was your schooling?
So I went to college over there at Porirua College.
Yeah. Was there any gun players or any other brothers that went on to maybe higher honors or people might know from Porirua College at your time? Or
yeah, man, there was loads. One of the main ones that I used to go to school with, that I used to play with, was Robert Fruin.
True. Gangster.
He was the would have been the next mayor of Porirua, I reckon. But, man, we had quite a few come out of there. We had loads of court of beans.
Yeah, weapons.
Yeah.
Different paths. No, solid, brother. And your family there, what's the background, my brother? What's the background? Is it Tokelauan, or is that true, or was Wikipedia lying to me?
Shit. Can you say it again? What'd you say?
Oh, sorry, my brother. What's your background? Is it because the Wikipedia says Tokelauan, but like, what's your family heritage?
Yeah, no. So yeah, my family heritage is Tokelauan, Samoan, and I got a granddad. He's Fijian. That me and my mum. So it's my mum's dad. We haven't really connected with that side, but we were about to go on a journey last year to go and visit Fiji and connect our roots again. But
yeah, brother,
we couldn't quite make it there. But that's my background. Tokelauan, Samoan, Fiji. Yeah.
So did you grow up more on the Tokelauan Samoan side, or obviously not the Fijian, or more the Tokelauan? What side, sort
of? Tokelauan, Samoan, bit of both. It's my Fijian side is a bit untouched at the moment, so that journey will start maybe when I head back home.
Yeah, solid. Me, brother. Have you been back to Tokelau or Samoa?
No, I haven't. I'm probably the unlucky ones of my family who have not been there yet. I come from a big family. There's about 10 of us. I'm probably
solid.
the only one who hasn't been there yet.
Yeah. So very big family. That's probably made it fun too, growing up in Porirua as well, having heaps of siblings. Probably made it extra even more fun, eh?
No, yeah, hard. You know, you can never be lonely in a big house like that.
100, brother. Are you the best footy player in your family, would you say? Or were there ones that you think were better than you growing up? Or were you the main man?
Shit. Sorry, bro. Can you just say that again? I just.
Oh,
Sorted my
cutting out.
Wi-Fi
Sorry,
out.
my brother.
Yeah.
No, all good,
Yeah.
brother.
No,
I was just saying.
I think it's my side.
Yeah, that's right. We'll work with it, brother. This obviously as blessed as we are to be able to do this across the world, there comes with difficulties sometimes, and that's all right. Yeah, no, I was just saying, growing up in your family, were there any others that played footy, and would you say you were the best, or was there maybe one of your other siblings that could have been were better growing up, but or were you the main man?
No, so there was only 3 boys
Yeah.
and 7 girls out of all of us.
Ooh, 7 girls.
And no, I wasn't the best one. The reason why I started playing was to try and be the best one, but I could never be the best one out of my siblings.
Yes. Nah, solid, Kazi. Mean. How did the first sort of opportunity come? Were you playing rugby at Porirua College, or did you
Uh,
always? How did the league
yeah,
opportunities come?
so I was playing first 15
Yeah.
back in Porirua College. We wasn't in a good division back then. But we were playing. I was playing, but then on Sundays I was also playing rugby league
Oh yeah.
because I grew up in you know, those ones where you have to go church on Sundays, but if you played sports, it'll take you out of church.
Yeah. Cracked
So
it, eh?
so I try to, you know, just play pretty active, and when I was at school, just trying to play as much sports. I didn't play to you know, make a career out of it. I just wanted to play because I enjoyed it with the boys pretty much.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had a older brother. He was about 2 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing with him when I was about 15 for the Prims. My junior club was St. George back at Kenneth Creek.
Okay.
And yeah, to play with him was my biggest goal. I try to catch him. I try to my goal was to be better than him.
Yeah.
So that's where it all started for me.
Yeah. No, awesome, brother. When was the first? Did you make any reps around those, or when did that start happening?
Yeah. So it wasn't until I was about 17 I made it to this rep team.
Mm.
Just Wellington's, this Wellington
Yeah.
NJC they called it, under 18s. From there I went on to make it to the New Zealand under 18.
Yeah.
And that's when the competition of the under 20s was still out. And from everyone in this New Zealand team that I made it with, I was the only one who didn't kick on to get a deal with an under 20s club.
Oh, the only one. Wow.
But that was through my knowledge of, I didn't know you needed an agent. I didn't know how it worked.
Oh, I see.
And mind you, my support system back, when I think about it now, my support system back in that age, I had no one. I didn't have. I knew no one who made it. Well, I did, but I wasn't close. Everyone around me didn't know. So, and I thought if you just play, you'd come and get a tap on the shoulder. That's how I thought the world of rugby league works. But I didn't know. It wasn't until you got older you needed an agent. You needed people to work on your behalf. And yeah, I thought I was just fading away here and there.
No, solid, brother. And then what happens from there? There's a what year is this? Cuz that you don't get picked up.
This is about 2008.
Oh, 2008. Oh yeah, that's the first year. The first year of the comp, the Toyota Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid. Then what happens, brother? How, what, you just go and play club for a bit?
Yeah, I was still playing club, and then
For
I
who?
met a
Who were you playing
guy.
for at club? Still Lions? Oh, so sorry, you got 2 Lions then, or you still playing for say
Yeah, yeah.
St. George?
So from there, um, so from that point, I was gonna go back to St. George at Kenneth Creek,
Mm.
but I knew someone in. He was coaching out in Wainui.
Yeah.
Big OG Johnny Lomax was coaching there,
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a
and,
OG, all right.
and he was telling me, he was like, man, if you want to go, look at the world, come and play for us, and I'll get you out of here. But I sort of wanted to, play to try and win the comp in Wellington.
Oh, yeah.
But he was telling me, bro, don't worry about this comp in Wellington, man. This is there's a bigger pitch out there. But even then, I pretty much had no desires to make a career
for the
out of
higher
it.
level.
I never saw myself as good. I never thought
True.
I had what it took.
Yeah.
But yeah, he told me, you got some potential if you just give me a chance, come to my club. And that was about about 40, 50 minutes away from Kenneth Creek, Wainui.
Oh, true. Bit of a journey, eh?
And I was like, man, I can't make that trip every couple of times a week. And,
Yeah.
But he was telling me, no, there's a few boys from where you are. They travel.
Jump in with
I'll
the
sort
boys.
you out. Yeah.
Yeah, solid.
And yeah, I spent two seasons over there with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and from there he connected me with someone, and he was going over to coach a local club in Mackay in Australia.
Oh, let's go.
And
The Cutters.
No,
Or just one of the local.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
One of the local clubs over in Mackay. And the club that he was going to coach, most of the players were like all the foremen in the mines. They all worked in the mines together, but they had like a crew in the mines who was pretty up there, but also footy players as well.
Yeah.
So I was like thinking, man,
get in the mines.
Hard straight away. So I was thinking, man, even if this rugby doesn't work, I'll go to the mines.
Yeah, crack it.
Yeah. So by then it was just the start of 2011.
Yeah.
And yeah, packed the bags and gapped it.
And then, so what was that local club you went to go play for? So there was no contract for the Cutters or anything on the table when you left. It was just playing for that local club.
Yeah, no. There was a club in Sydney as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Windsor Wolves.
Oh, Windsor Wolves.
Yeah. I don't know much about that club, but I looked at. There was a start beginning of 2011 before I left. I thought, all right, there's a couple opportunities here. Set some goals. Well, what's the top goal over here? I thought, man, I want to try this journey, trying to crack this NRL journey. Then, that's the top. If I went to Sydney, man, I done a bit of research. Then I looked at all of their levels that you had to play to,
the research.
It's a long way to make it to the top.
Yeah.
But then I looked in over in Mackay, and it was just their levels was just like local league, Queensland Cup, NRL straight away. I thought, oh man, that's probably my quickest way I can go.
Yeah,
so, I went over there to a club called West Tigers, Mackay West Tigers. They're called. Best club, man.
Yeah. Shout out Mackay West Tigers. See.
And I went over there, but the best thing for me was I didn't go by myself. I had a couple other boys with me, and from Porirua as well. We were all going together.
Oh, me.
And that's what made it a bit more comfortable for me. So I would say I'm a bit fortunate on that side.
Yeah, especially being from a big family, Eels. Being from a big family, and then to go on your own would have been pretty daunting. But to go with some boys Make it a bit
yeah,
easier.
hard. But easier, but also, can also be bad news as well.
Yeah. No good. Hear the bad news. Solid, brother.
So, I went over there, started playing. That year was actually opened my eyes to, the for me, I've always, had a lot of, like self-doubt. I never believed in myself back then.
Oh, it sounds like it, my brother. Like you
Yeah.
fucking the Lomax scene, and you're like, I don't think I'll make it. You're like, I don't makes
Yeah.
sense, brother. That you had a lot of that stuff.
And
But where do you think
yeah,
that came from, brother? Where do you think the self doubt came from? Do you were people telling you were shit, or you know what I mean? Like,
no, it
obviously
was
a lot of
actually
talent.
the opposite way around. A lot of people seen the potential, but not me. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something I grew up with, but as I got a bit older, you start seeing how the world works, and you start seeing people's conditioning. A lot of people, the way they are now is because the way that they were brought up.
Yeah,
And,
products of our environment a lot of times, eh?
Especially in an environment like Porirua. You're not meant to, boast about your successes. You're not meant to, just be humble type of thing. Don't talk about. So I never, I would make a team and I would never talk about it. I would try not to. So I was always, try and brought up like that. But yeah, as the beginning of that year went, I started making, Mackay has all these little rep teams that you make.
Yep.
And I started knocking them off like one by one. As the months were going on, there was a tournament, come and play in this. And by the mid-year, sorry. And then after that, there was I think the last level you could make for club rugby was the Queensland. What was it called?
Like residents or something like that?
It was the Rangers they were called. But like the residents was you make it through like playing cup.
Yeah.
The Rangers was you make it playing the club.
Oh, true. And the best club players and all of, and you made that.
Yeah.
Yes,
I made that. Then
were you always a winger too? Were you always a winger, like center winger or like winger growing up? What was your position?
Yeah, man, I was I was a winger, centers. But yeah, I just been playing on the wing ever since I went to Australia.
Oh, solid. Did you have any inspirations, brother? Like when you were a kid, like you were fuck, I'll try to be this guy. You know what I mean? Like when you're growing up, did you have anybody that you looked at? When you were growing up, like
just the main ones, the Jonah Lomus and
of course.
And yeah, to be honest, I never really watched much rugby. Eh?
Oh, true.
I did, but not as aspirations to be like them or anything.
Yeah. Nah, not really. What did you watch? Dragon Ball Z? Or those cartoons? Or
bro, all my inspiration comes from cartoons, man.
Yeah, let's go. The cartoons. Well, but give us a top 5 cartoons of all time. Like, got a top 5 on your off the top.
My top 2 would be Dragon Ball Z and Naruto.
Oh, that's it. Eh? That's enough.
My other 3 is bro, I wouldn't know. Way most of my cartoons is just those childhood ones we all used to watch growing up.
Well, like Captain Planet or some shit like that, like all this stuff.
No, maybe a bit.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Newer than that.
Oh, newer than that. Yu-Gi-Oh? No. Did you watch that one? Or nah?
Little bit, but
Dragon Ball Z was hard to beat, eh, brother? Oh, yeah. Dragon Ball Z. That's my only cartoon I really like, brother. Still, yeah. Are you like a Dragon Ball Z watcher and and they'll be like, oh, fucking Broly Super Saiyan 70,000, whatever the number? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Are you like that deep in it or nah?
No, just
okay.
like I love it, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
go and nerd out with the boys about it.
Yeah. I love that too. Just Dragon Ball
It's
Z,
cool
though.
when I go to when you go to a random place, and I went to a place one time. Suit and ties. You're meant to be talking business and
Yeah. All
networking.
that stuff.
Man, I come up with something about Dragon Ball Z, and all these people in suit and ties, like, just, you know they look pretty intimidating because they look pretty high.
Yeah.
But once you bring up Dragon Ball Z, something like that, once upon a time they were kids, bro, and you just connect
Relatability,
straight
brother.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, relatability, because they're like, oh, fuck you, humans, they take the carrot out of my
Mm.
bum. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah. Also, you broke the ice with the old Dragon Ball Z once, but in the old,
Yeah, but
yeah, too much. That's sweet. Yeah, love that Dragon Ball Z. But just on the Mackay thing, you said you made their Raiders team from the Queensland Raiders. What was Mackay like though, brother? Like going from from Callens Creek, brother. You didn't even want to go 40 minutes to fucking Wainuiamata. You let it around to fucking go to Mackay. What was that? Was there a culture shock there for you? Like, oh, this is different.
oh yeah,
Or what?
hard. That was my first time traveling overseas. That
Oh,
was,
ever.
first time getting a passport, first time jumping on a plane, going
Yeah.
over to Australia. Now it was a little bit of a culture shock, but I didn't know what to expect when I went there.
Fucking hot too, eh?
Uh,
You came in summer. Did you go in summer?
Bro, it was burning, man. I remember I got there. I
Yeah.
got there, and they had this thing called cyclone season,
Oh, yeah.
and I was going in while everyone was going out.
Yeah.
So
Everyone's leaving. All right. What was the biggest culture shock for you besides the heat and all of that stuff? Or what tripped you out the most about those ways? About Mackay compared to where you grew up? Or Australia, I guess.
uh, I wouldn't know way because it was pretty similar. It
Oh, I
was
had
pretty
some homies
similar.
around you too, eh? There, because a lot of the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
people make the environment, eh? Yeah,
Mm.
maybe Sydney was a bit more of a, but by the time you're like, because Sydney's fucking hectic, eh? Compared to Mackay even, or
Yeah, yeah. No,
yeah,
yeah,
no, nice.
yeah. It was pretty similar, but in saying that, man, I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, solid. Did you go over like because you what's the you got mumsy now, you got kids in there, eh?
Yeah, a
Yeah,
few kids, got a missus.
yeah, yeah. Would you meet mumsy, brother?
No, so we're one of those. We were together since we've been at school.
Ah, little cuties, eh? That's it. That's it, brother.
Yeah.
What's with mumsy? She Samoan, Tokelauan, what's she? No,
She's Samoan. She's Samoan.
solid. Hey, shout out to mumsy, brother. How many little ones you got, brother? Oh, you didn't have to say if you don't want to. Sorry.
No, I've got a few kids. I've got about 5 kids now.
Far weapon. Are you done or is it gonna keep going?
Nah, wrap it up there, eh?
Yeah, wrap it up there. Get the glad rep, son. Get the glad rep, my cousin. Or you get the snip there? Or nah, just
No, just
oh,
no. That's enough.
far. That's hectic. One of the bros got that. Oof. The bro was crying for months. Yeah. Still crying. I think it's been a few years now. Yeah, vasectomy or whatever it's called. Yeah, hectic. Nah, solid. So Mackay, and then what? When you make the Raiders, what happens there? You make this Queensland Raiders, the club team for all the best club players.
Yeah, and then there was just a one-off game. By then, it's about June.
Yeah.
May, June. I go back to club rugby, and then that's when the
Are you
colours
working
come into
too?
the picture.
Oh yeah. Are you
Yeah.
working at this
So,
time too? What are you doing for Mahi, brother, at the time? Work.
so I'm still in the mines.
Oh yeah. What, like
The
TA
best thing
or?
about that, yeah, I was just a TA at the time, and it wasn't too far away, so could go training every night, could go home
Oh,
every
drive
night,
in, drive
and
out. Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
and I'll go back to training, and I get a phone call from that's when the cutters come into the picture. I think they was going through a few injuries, and the coach at the time was Anthony Seibold.
Oh,
I think he's at
true.
Manly now.
Yeah.
He told me, come for a training run. You know, I went and trained with them 1 week. By the end of the week, all their players got injured at training, or all their wingers anyway.
Yeah.
So I managed to, you know, get a spot, a debut game. This
How many tries
debut,
you get in that game?
I can't remember, but what I do remember is that we versed a team who was undefeated. I think it was Tweed.
Oh, Tweed
And
heads, seagulls or whatever.
Man, we managed to get a draw. I can't remember if I got a try or not, but all I remember was that day was my 21st.
Oh, let's go.
You know, make a few phone calls to the boss. Hey, boss, you know, 21st debut game. I might not be into work tomorrow. Maybe the next day as well. And then, it was a good day. Few beers after the game, and then went on a run to play for those guys for the rest of the year.
You cracked quite a few tries too, though, for the rest of that year. Did you?
Yeah, no, got a few tries. They had the awards night, and you know, for me to start just the middle of the year, I managed to get their rookie of the year.
Yep.
And I remember the same night I had a chat with the coach, and he was telling me, you know, hey, there's some potential in you. I'm gonna send you up to the Cowboys for preseason when it starts.
Yeah. Go run with him.
And and you know, I was happy. That was the first time I proper believed in the people.
Oh,
who
true.
believed
Finally,
in me, if that makes sense. I was thinking, man,
yeah.
fuck, I think I might be onto something. Yeah.
Phew, fucking hell, just one. Fucking, I think I might be onto something. So, like never in your life, brother, until that point, you had
Pretty much, man.
Far out, cuz.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But mind you, at that part, I still had a lot to learn.
Yeah, of course.
Still didn't know how, you know, what it took to be like a top player. My massive thing for me was, you know, the nutrition side of playing rugby.
Brother.
I knew nothing about that. You know,
up the skin folds.
Getting a chat like, you know, hey, I'm gonna send you to the Cowboys. Man, my celebration was go to Macca's, hey, bro, and just. But like that was because I didn't know any better.
Yeah, education,
like
brother.
I had no one ever talk to me about food. Even though I should have known, but nah, man.
Nah, but if no one tells you, brother, it makes sense. If you don't have those systems, hey, how do you know? You know what I mean? Nah, it makes sense, brother. Yeah. Far out. But what was your go-to? What was your order from Macca's back in the days, or even now, if you still hit the Macca's up?
Nah, just a couple of Big Macs. That's all.
Just a couple. Yeah. What do you wash it down with? Water, eh? The couple big. Do you flash yours up or not? Just straight Big Mac. No, like add this, add that, or anything.
No, just Big Macs. But I do tell them, you know, get a box of nuggets and go ham on the sweet and sour sauce. Pretty much all I get picky with me.
Oh yeah, that's it. This game.
Nothing worse than getting some nuggets and they forget your
sauce there. Yeah, that's right, my brother. Fuck yeah, no, 100%. That's right, my brother. So you get up to the Cowboys. Then what happens? Just to go there with the Cowboys, you get preseason.
Man, so I was meant to be there for the preseason. Man, I lasted about a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Man, I was unfit, bro.
Oh, true.
I've always been unfit. Or like I wouldn't say unfit, but like, not like top level fit.
Yeah, that level. Yeah, different level.
It was different level, proper full-time level. And I think at the time was Neil Henry was there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he was telling me, hey, just as quick as you came up, just as quick you're gonna go back. You need to work on your fitness and yeah, still eating shit. Didn't know what right from wrong in terms of nutrition, and then head back to Mackay, finish the rest of the preseason, and started that season. 2012, and yeah, that whole year, 2012 was up and down. There was a few good players that they've recruited that year.
Yeah. Who was in there? Any that kicked on, or any that were used to play up top grade, or who was playing for the Cutters?
Shit, man, I can't remember. There was loads of kids like just come out of 20s in it.
Oh, solid.
I can't think of anyone who kicked on, but yeah, that year was it was a pretty tough. There was barely making trainings. We were working late nights. I wasn't making the team sometimes, and yeah, it was just it just wasn't a consistent year for me that year. Bro, same thing, putting on the beef. No.
Couple Big Macs. Yeah, let's go. Out of Big Macs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What happens then, brother? Like, cause that ain't the end of the story, baby. Yeah.
No. So that's year.
Yeah, 2012.
That year it just pretty much stayed like that. It was consistent of being inconsistent that year for me, and then the year goes by. At the end of the year, you have your one-on-one with the coach, and the coach tells me, man, loads of potential. The first year you came, this year, you're just way too comfortable, which is why I never coach you sometimes. I understood, because that was the first time I sort of understood the dangers of being comfortable, and it was that's what happened anyway. That year he ended up leaving. He left. Yeah, I think he.
What was he like
went to
as a coach? Because like obviously he had a bit of a shit go at the Broncos, and people think, but was he a real good coach, brother? Like, you've been under him. Was he?
Yeah, he was good. He was a real good dude. Just overall, he was a bit too good. He's got there's probably be loads of other boys got loads of stories, but in terms of stories of that guy, I think it's not right for me to tell any of those.
No. We don't want that. No, I was just saying, like, just as like you said, he was a good guy. That's all.
No, he was a good dude, real good.
Yeah,
and a coach.
He's solid. And so he ends up going.
He goes. He leaves. I think he leaves to the Storm, and someone from the Storm comes up to Mackay. I think there's trade places.
Yeah.
And 2013 starts, man, and this will be out of my whole career, will probably be one of the best years I've ever had, man. Not in terms of playing, maybe playing, but like it was enjoyable. Got to enjoy it again. And just the working hard part. I had a talk with the coach at that time when he first come up, and he was telling me, hey, there's I've seen how quick you came into the Queensland Cup, killed it. After the season that's just past 2012, you probably just as quick as to leave Queensland Cup, like you're just not there. But he told me, but I can help you if you want to stay. I told him, man, I want to stay. And then the first thing he told me was, if you want to stay, I want you to change your job. because I wasn't making all the trainings the year before.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He goes, I need you to be, to commit 100%, and if that makes you changing your job means getting less money, you're gonna have to sacrifice that.
If you want to be the man. Yeah.
Yeah. And he gave me a little chat about, all the nutrition part, just a small one, but just enough for me to know, fuck, I better stop.
I'm not on the right track, Gus.
Yeah. And
So what did you go from mines to what? What was the job?
I just went to a normal I went to I went and done a bit of storming at this truck place.
Oh,
just
solid.
they will do truck parts and everything. So I was there for about a year.
Yeah, it's on the forky.
Yeah. So on the forklift, it was good because of close to training. I could make all the trainings, be early, and all that stuff. And yeah, that year was pretty special for us, the team of 2013 in Mackay.
Yeah.
That year we played. There's some stuff happened to us throughout the whole year. We had a dude in our team took his life, I think. And some boys going through some things, and
yeah, just never know, eh?
By the end of that year, man, we end up taking out the comp. Yeah, that was pretty mean.
You go to what do you end up doing? Because you end up you played in the grand final too, eh? Like in the big grand final against the other cup team. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we played we play East Tigers in the finals. And yeah, we won. It was pretty cool. You know how the boys from NRL clubs come back.
Yeah.
Man, it was pretty much Cowboys versus the Storm. Half our team was
true.
on the Cowboys. Half their team was on the Storm.
Oh, true. All right. No, me.
That was pretty mean, eh?
Yeah, 100 brother. To come from what it was like, and how did you play every game, or did you miss many games that year?
No. So that year I went pretty serious, eh?
Yeah.
Cut out all the shit food. Worked on my fitness, all of that stuff, and well, I played most of the games if I wasn't injured, but
yeah,
most of them.
But you got the rewards from their sacrifice of applying what that coach told you, like, hey, if you want to fucking do it, you got to quit your job and get a new one, and be every training, be 100% in. Free that rewarded,
by the end of that, I seen the rewards from all those sacrifices and that.
Is that where because 2013, that's World Cup year, is that where the American call-up comes?
Yeah, so we play come up to about like close to the end of the year, we play Ipswich. The dude who runs Ipswich, was also the dude running the American team. And we play him. We play their team, and he comes and has a chat to me after the game. Hey, are you eligible to play for America? I said, oh, I think I am. And then, just kept in touch. After that grand final, the Queensland Cup grand final was pretty much a week after that. Bam, on a plane, straight to prepare for the World Cup.
Well, and what was the experience like? Well, actually, how does the whole eligibility fully work with you?
So in Tokelauan, there's 4 islands. There's 3 of them that are owned by New Zealand, but there's one of them that's owned by American Samoa.
Oh, okay.
That was
born on that one, Swains Island or whatever the I don't know what the traditional name is. But
Yeah.
is that one?
Olohenga, it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, Olohenga,
And,
that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I qualified, and yeah, got the green light.
Get the green light. I mean,
Mm.
shout out to you, American. Yeah.
Man, it was crazy, man, to go represent those guys. But you know, haven't even been to America. But hey, it is what it is. Just go and play, pretty much.
Yes, the waiver. And what was it like going from winning with the Cutters and then going to play at the World Cup? And like, who did you come up? Did you come up against anyone? You were like, "Wow, this is pretty buzzy." That you're playing against
Bro,
them.
everyone we played, I was on that fanboy mood.
Yeah.
I was fanboying everyone we played against. We went we flew to France first. We had a
Yep.
little training camp there. But there were also teams teeing up some games of other teams just for like warm-up games
Just
before the World
concessions,
Cup.
yeah, all that, yeah.
No, like there were actual
Actual
real
games. Yeah.
And we went in to France and we had a game against France. Back then,
Mhm.
France was like top 4.
Yep.
They were like top 4 at the time. We played them, bro, and we won, our American team.
He's the American thing on the dub,
And,
baby.
and our team, consisted of we had maybe 2 NRL players.
Me? Who was that? Eddie Pettyborn?
Eddie Pettyborn and Joseph Polo.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
the rest
And
was
then,
cup level,
Yep.
grassroots level, and then we had a handful of American, their domestic players. And yeah, it was just a big mix of that. And yeah, we had our game plan, whatever. Like we all had an idea how to play the game. We just probably wasn't at international type of level collectively. We go play France, bro, and we winning. And bro, we're buzzing, thinking World Cup hasn't even started. We're off to a good foot, and we're just celebrating, enjoying everyone's company. The World Cup starts. We go and play against the Cook Islands first, and Cook Islands, loads of boys NRL, fanboying over that team as well. And we go and give them a game. I looked at it when I was playing for America, like you're on a world stage.
Yeah.
America, we may not have been the best team on paper, but I thought, man, if I could proper have a crack, it's easier to see someone shine in a shit team type of thing.
Yeah.
We were in a shit team, but just it's easier to see. So I try to play, out of your skin type of play. When I was trying to do that, it was good to see all the other boys in our team were doing that as well. So the levels was definitely raised there.
Yeah,
Joseph
solid.
Paulo, Eddie Pettyborn definitely raised the bar on that team. Also some other boys as well. We go up against Cook Islands, bro, and we beat them, bro.
You're the Americans.
We're buzzing hard out. Hey, we're like, fuck, this is some of the other boys, they know the boys in the Cook Island team. I knew a couple. I still mock them to this day. Hey, remember when we beat you in the World Cup? Man, after that we get to celebrating. We get to celebrating. The next week we come up against Wales, and hey, I'll pause you there just to give you a picture of what what
Okay.
they
Skills.
done to our team. So
Okay.
before you started the World Cup,
Mm.
I think whoever runs the show, they go and book everyone's flights, book your flights to come in and play.
Yeah.
When you get knocked out, they book your flight straight away, send you back home.
Yeah.
The people have gone and booked our flights to come to the game or to come to the tournament, and they've already booked our flights to go back home, like thinking these guys not gonna make this team or make this like any finals or anything.
Oh, true,
They've
cuz
already booked it.
they booked you out already later, Bolt.
Yeah, I think we're the only team that they already like they done it
Wow.
to. And because back then all you had 3 pool games, and if you win 2 of them, you make it to the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
So we play Cook Island and we win. We beat them. The week after that we play Wales, man, and we beat those guys too. then uh, then we're qualified for the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
But whoever's the people running are trying. I think the story goes they're trying to tell us to book our own fare because they have no money to book. They've already spent their money to book our fare back. But it was like, hey, that doesn't
Yeah,
work like
you
that.
brought us here, cuz. You brought us here.
Yeah.
You jumped the gun.
Mm.
True. So what happened there, brother? How did it work? Did they end up? 'Cause you
I don't know. It was just it was as a player you don't worry about that, but when
I guess, yeah.
the management they sorted out, but they kept telling us, man, this everyone wrote us off. They already booked our fares home, and now when we make
Yeah.
it to the finals, they want us to pay our own fare home because they don't want to spend another. But all that
It's their
stuff.
fault. Yeah,
Yeah,
brother.
and then we the following week we go and play what's it called? We go and play Scotland. We lose against Scotland. And then by then all the rounds are finished. It's up to the quarterfinals. Man, we come up against Australia, bro. That was it was good because I'll tell you most of the teams we play. Man, I've been
Yeah, brother.
fanboying about all these players. Hey,
Yeah.
bro, when we come up against Australia, we walk out to the field and we want to you know go and chat to them about just normal fanboy chat. Well, this is how
Yeah.
I looked at it anyway. Bro, we walk out to the field, but those guys are walking up to us like, man, we want to come to you guys because you guys are the team of this tournament. You're smashing everyone. We seen that there's an article they booked your flights home already,
Yeah.
but there was a little
Yeah.
something going on like that, and to see all
The
of that,
the
all of
best in the world.
our work, be all of our stuff be recognized by the by the
The
team that
goats.
is the
The
best in the
goats at the
world. Eh?
time. Yeah.
Yeah,
100.
they were coming up to us, man. How did you guys do this? And man, it was just we haven't even played the game yet. We're just walking on the field, and we're just like,
Yeah.
man, regardless of what happens, like today,
Yeah.
we thought like, hey, we made it, bro.
Yeah, 100. That's mean for us. Yeah.
Mm.
But then obviously, so you do the game. Of course, what happens. But you defied all the odds. You made it to the finals, beat all that. You end up. Is that how you get recognized, brothers? From the World Cup that you get recognized, so or like, well, not recognized because you're already in the cutters and that. But is that how you get put on, like with the Eels and that, or?
I think so, wait, because it wasn't until I left, like after the finals, the cutters, and I was on my way to the World Cup. You know how I was telling you that when I was younger, and I was the only one who didn't make the 20s because I didn't have an agent. Back then I was thinking, if I go to the World Cup, I think, it might be worth it me getting an agent or something. Coming off a good year playing cup. Maybe if I have a good tournament, I could string something, get a gig somewhere. So before I went to the World Cup, I got an agent, and then straight off, I think we play Australia, and we we go and lose, and then we go out after the game. We're in town. We're in this we go back to the hotel and get this phone call. It's in the UK, it's nighttime, daytime in Australia. Get a phone call from the Brad Alpha at the time. He's coaching at the Eels now. He rings me. Hey, will you be interested in coming over here? 2 years, full-time deal. Man, I was it was a happy as, eh? But I think during all of that, because Joseph Paulo was already at the Eels, I think he's probably had a word with someone, and pretty much
shout out to the bro. The Americans connecting there. Shout out to the Americans. Boys.
But that was a weird one, because he rings me, Brad Alpha rings me, and he tells me, do you want to come with me to Manly? And I'm like, oh, I'll come with you to Manly. Because I think both of those jobs were vacant at the time. I think he applied to go to Manly. We're going to Manly, and then, bro, when he rings me, bro, I'm wasted, eh? We're all just coming on off the beers. We're wasted as, and I'm talking to he knows I'm wasted. Hey, go celebrate. I just want to see if you're keen, if you want to come with me. Yeah, bro, I'll come with you. So I'm going to sleep. Man, I got a gig at Manly. That's what I thought. Go to sleep, wake up. He rings me again. All right, we're on our way to the Eels. I said, hey, to the Eels. He goes, hey, we're going to the Eels. And he goes, yeah, I think, he applied for both of those jobs. I think he got both of them, but I think he chose the Eels instead of the Manlys. Yep, we're going to the Eels. I'll see you soon. So, and that was it. That's how the NRL stuff all came along. Eh?
Yeah. What was your debut like, brother? What was your debut like in the old NRL? Do you remember that week at all, or was it a blur?
Bro, I remember that pretty vividly. Most of that, changed my life forever that week. To be honest,
actually,
it was pretty. For me, it was powerful, because it tied in. There's a lot of things that happened that sort of tied in with my childhood.
Okay.
For me, when you ask the question, have I always been the best in my family? I had never been the best in my family, man. It was my brother. I had an older brother, just 2 years older. We never really got along growing up, eh? Man, maybe all the way from third form, all the way to when we finished school. I never talked to him. I like, we lived together, but the only things I said to him was like, Mum wants you. Someone's on the phone for you. Someone's at the door for you. That's the only time that we would chat. We never really, man, he used to beat me up hard out. We always used to fight, but he used to smash me, bro. I had one of my best mates back in Porirua. His brother is my brother's best mate. So me and him will be at our mate's house. When we walk home, we're walking on opposite sides of the street. We're not walking together. Like, bro, it was just real, like a toxic type of brotherly.
Yeah.
Man, I remember this one day I was walking home in this alleyway.
Yeah.
And I had a fight. These two dudes, I was fighting these two dudes, and my brother walks past. And my brother, he was our ultimate rugby player. Not just that, he could throw them down. He could throw
Like
it
a
down on
rumbles you.
as well.
Yeah.
He could rumble, man. So when he walked past, these two dudes, they stopped. Fuck, we better leave this guy alone because his brother's coming. Yeah, my brother just walks past and he just looks at me. He says, "Hey, Mum's getting up soon. You better be home by then." He just walks off. And I look at these two dudes. I'm like, "Fuck, back to it." These two guys are like, "Oh, his brother not gonna help him or anything." Nah, he just walks off here, and then that week in terms of that debut week, finish our captain's run. I was on the fence at the moment. I was waiting for injury.
Oh, true. Yeah,
Someone got to pass their.
Yeah.
One of the boys needed to pass their fitness test. I get a phone call from the coach. He tells me one of the other boys didn't pass their fitness test. You're going to make your debut tomorrow. I was like, yo, me. By then, I had two kids. Me and my missus went and take the kids to the park. He goes to me, you're gonna make your debut. It's 10 to 5. In terms of the time, he goes, it's 10 to 5. You can fly anyone around the world, or like any one of your family members from New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
You can fly them here tonight or whatever flight you can get them on by tomorrow. But you need to tell the lady at the office she finishes at 5.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I was like, fuck, I've got 10 minutes. For me, the only way I could get in contact with my parents or my family back in New Zealand, I had a landline.
Yeah.
Back then, I don't think
they still had a landline.
Oh no, I had a landline back in Sydney, but
true.
I didn't think you could call on like Messenger or anything back then.
Oh yeah,
True that. Messenger. There was no.
Yeah, but
my parents
didn't
have my parents didn't have a cell phone or anything, and my only way I always talked to my parents was through my landline, but that was like 20 minutes away from home. I had 10 minutes to call that lady. Man, I jump in my car, and I rush home, bro. I speed home. I'm running all the red lights. I'm trying to make it tell this lady to wait until I get my mum's passport stuff. I want my mum to come and watch.
Yeah.
So I go. I just make it. I call my mum. Hey, give me your passport stuff. She's like, sweet. Sends it over. I just make it to the lady at the office. Can you book my mum a flight? Come and watch tomorrow. She's like, yeah, she sorted out. My wife's happy as the kids, they're only young, they don't know what's going on. And I remember I asked my wife, is it okay if you can take the kids back to the park? If it's okay, I just want to be by myself in the kitchen. She said, yeah. She takes the kids and I'm by myself. I'm sitting there and I'm like, bro, I'm about to, I'm gonna make it tomorrow. For me, when I started playing rugby growing up, I remember it was my brother. Because we never got along. He was a mean rugby player. I wanted to play rugby just if I couldn't beat him up, could at least beat him to the goal. I held a lot of resentment towards him, and just
drove you in a way, bro.
Just to give a little bit of context about my brother, man, and his footy. Before the 20s was playing, because he was one of those guys who you don't speak much. On the field, his actions played a lot.
Weapon.
I remember I was in a school assembly once, and a PE teacher gets up in front of everyone. We just wanna, they say everyone's little achievements at school sports and shit like that. And she goes on and says, we just, congratulations to, my brother for getting he's going to go up to the Warriors. This is about 2005 or 6. So there's no
true. Way before 20s.
Yeah. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, bro, I didn't even know that.
Oh, true. He didn't talk that much.
I don't even think my parents knew, or anyone. Yep. I was like, fuck. Then that was the first time, bro. This guy is the man. So, back when I'm sitting in my kitchen, for a long time, I just wanted to, like, do something I believed that could top him. And I thought that this was one of them. By then, he's working in the mines of Mount Isa with my older brother. Yep. So I got two brothers in the mines at the time. My older brother, man, we get along perfect. Always crack jokes, always on the phone, having a laugh. Me and this brother, this one just older than me, never say a word to each other. I ring him. I jump on the phone and I ring him. Quiet. One word, hello. Supper, just small stuff like that. And he tells me, you're good. What is it? And I tell him, bro, I'm making my debut tomorrow. And I tell him, bro, for a long time I've been wanting to, fucking give you a hiding, bro. I wanted to. I wish I could smash you. This is the closest thing I could ever do. Like I was pretty petty about it. I was purposely trying to like rub it in, because for a long time that's all I wanted to do. Bro, quiet on the phone, and yeah, the next words come out of his mouth pretty much changed my life forever, bro. He just 10 seconds later, feels like 10 hours later, he just says, bro, I'm proud of you, man.
Even though you're trying to rub it in his face there, he's like, fuck, I'm proud of you, brother.
Ever since then, bro, I froze. I was like, fuck. I didn't know what to say. So I just blocked the phone. I blocked the phone and I was like, fuck. That was it. At that moment, bro, to be honest, it was like I didn't want to play the next day. I felt like for a long time that my journey was just for that moment, was just for his acceptance, to be honest. And when I got it, the debut meant nothing. Everything else meant nothing.
Fuck.
That's all I want to do. And yeah, man, I'm my missus is messaging me, yeah, can we come home now from the park?
Let's get it dark.
Nah, bro, not gonna lie, after when he said those, man, I just blocked the phone. I cried. I cried for ages. I didn't wanna play the next day, because yeah, that's all I wanted was for him to be proud of me.
But did you know that you wanted that, brother, or nah? You didn't know that you wanted to just hear those words from him?
Like like for me, like when I was being like pretty petty and try to rub it in, I was expecting him just to, fuck up, something like that, or give me something back. But no, man, after he said that, looking back at it now, our upbringing, man, that's the toughest love I could ever have from him. And
fuck, that's a beautiful story, my brother. Fuck, getting a bit emotional over here. Thank you for sharing them, straight up. Fucking, that's powerful, cuz.
So yeah, after that, pretty funny, because man, my brother, he's staunch dude. Never seen him cry, never seen him, bro, probably haven't even seen him smile. And then we go on the next day, we go pick up my mum from the airport. bro, my mum doesn't even got no idea what NRL is. Nothing. Growing up, you know, all I ever told my mum was, "Hey, do you got any bit of money? Buy me a drink for my game."
Yeah.
She's seen me a few, you know, when they televise a few Queensland Cup games, New South Wales Cup games. She's seen me on there, and I'm trying to explain to her, "Do you know what the NRL is?" She's like, "No." And then I tell her, "Man, do you know when I told you when I was young I want to be a famous rugby player?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, today's gonna be the first day." Looks confused. She says, "Man, I thought you were already a famous, you know."
I seen you on the TV. What do you mean?
I seen you on the TV. So she don't know what's going. She got no idea. We go to the game. We win. My debut. I look at my debut. It was pretty special because I got to share it with a lot of other boys' milestones.
Okay.
It was like big Fui's 200th game or something.
Fui, what a guy, man.
Yeah.
Totogo still running around somewhere. Totogo.
He's somewhere around here in the UK.
Yeah, I heard he was still running around somewhere. Yeah. Someone get the Totogo on the podcast. Let's go, dog.
Then it was like I think it was Hainsey's 150 or something like that. There was a few milestones. So to have my debut, to share it with those guys, it was pretty special. We won, you know, we went home, and because I used to stay on this complex, like all the para families used to stay.
Yeah,
I was chilling with my mum. All the boys must have went out to go and celebrate. They come over. They asked me, "Hey, do you want to come with us to town? We're gonna go."
I'm celebrating with my mum.
Bro, I told them, man, I would love to come, but you know, boys, sorry, man, got my mum here. They all leave, you know, chill with my mum, the kids, missus for a bit. They all go crash out. Still early. By then, man, I walk out to my balcony. I got a bottle of whiskey, and I'm just having a few by myself. I call my older brother, the one that I'm close with him. He's watching the game with my other brother. He's training.
Yeah, the one that don't smile.
The one that don't smile. I ring him. He's at the pub there celebrating hard out. And I ask him, "Hey, where's Bossa?" That's his name, the one who doesn't smile.
Bossa.
Where's Bossa?
Yeah, Bossa.
I said, "Bro, where's Bossa?" And he goes, "Bro, the whole game he's been sitting at the corner, bloody crying his bloody eyes out, eh?" He's telling me, "Man, proud. You know, you made us proud. All of us are proud of you, but more so your brother over here, the proudest man in the world." And I'm just sitting there, just taking it all in there. To be honest, my phone is blowing up. All my mates at home, family, friends, everything, bro. I just turned my phone off and I'm just stargazing, bro. Few beers, looking at my mum, missus and the kids. That was the perfect night, for me, to be honest.
Yeah, a couple whiskeys. Hey, what whiskey were you drinking?
No, it was just a Jack Daniels.
Oh, just a Tennessee whiskey, yeah. No, solid.
Hey, that's what I remember. I had a whiskey. I had and my guitar. It was just looking at the stars.
Yeah, jams, brother, jams. But then you end up playing a few games in the old NRL. Couple years there, eh? Couple of years.
Yeah. Couple of years there. Managed to grab a handful of games. And an opportunity to come to the UK come up. And to be honest, because in terms of my journey, I didn't make my debut till I was about 24. And I've been in the system for about 4 years by then. I'm not getting any younger. There's loads of young boys coming up.
Yeah, hungry young lions there on the way.
Hungry young kids coming up, and an opportunity for the UK comes up. And man, I have to take it, otherwise I'm just gonna fade away over in Australia, right?
Yeah, and that's with Hull, eh? with all
Yeah, I come
Hull
over.
FC.
Yeah, Hull FC. Come over here for about spent a couple seasons with that team.
What's the derbies like? The derby day or derby
Oh,
day?
bro, that next level for me.
Yeah.
It's probably a closest to an Origin game. I
True.
reckon. You know,
Wow.
not
Atmosphere, hey, atmosphere.
atmosphere wise.
Yeah.
Atmosphere wise, bro. It's another another level here. Crazy.
Yeah.
It's because they're one town
Yeah.
rivalries.
Yeah, one
I
town.
was I was
Yeah.
told not to your family, because you're there with your family, you want to take them to these games, but when you go to the other games, we're advised, bro, don't take your family to these games. Gets a bit crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, solid. Shout out to the derby. Yeah, one team, two cities separated by a bridge, eh?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, huh?
one city, two teams, sorry, and it makes it. I had old Jake Webster on, and he was telling me about it too, about the old derby, and how hectic
Yeah.
it gets, and how and he used to live on the other side of town, and during the year all good, but then derby time, nah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I seen this derby. There's you meet some people, the locals, and even tears their families up, man. Not in a bad way, but like
Yeah, but just
just
for
for the
that
week,
time, eh?
just for that week when it's derby time, they cut that family up.
But over in the UK, they support like the crowd, like even if it's small, way louder than anywhere in the world, like the loudest
Yeah,
there. Like it seems like, bro.
bro,
Fuck.
hard, man. It's crazy over here.
Why do you think they're so loud? Because even when I go to watch, like I watch a few like games over there too, All Blacks and a couple league games, but
Yeah,
even a few of the football ones, and holy wreck, gee, it's like atmosphere is like nothing ever. It's
nah,
crazy.
bro. I reckon it's just a passion, for especially for these people over here.
Mhm.
It's spending a bit of time over here. It's something for them, something they look forward to. That something that they can be a part of. That's their club. They can go and support it, and yeah, I think
Mm.
their tradition is just to go ham on their main
Go
shit.
ham on whatever their team is, even if they're Marea, even if their
Yeah.
team's Mar, they don't care. That's it.
Mm.
What about you? So when you were a kid, were you a Warrior supporter or?
Uh, yeah, yes and no. Well, bro, like I said, I never really
Ah,
watched
you didn't
rugby
really
growing
watch
up.
footy anyway.
Mm.
Ah, yeah. What about now? You bandwagon now or not? Not the bandwagon now.
Bro, um, bro, I'm the was, man.
Afterwards, baby. Afterwards. That's it, my brother. Me all day, very
Mm.
fucking thick and thin over here. What if you go to someone asked you what's the differences between the competition, NRL and the Super League, from just from your experience as a winger, Chantal?
Ooh, the difference, bro, a massive difference for me
Mm.
from the NRL to the Super League was, the level of professionalism.
Oh, true.
In the NRL, I'm not saying one is better than the other,
No.
but
Nah.
but
Just
it
just
was
your
like,
observation.
yeah, it was in the NRL. There's always someone riding you. Hey, you're 1 kilo heavier than you were yesterday.
Oh,
You
true.
better tighten
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Over here, man, it's because there's no one who does that, or no one who sort of rides you hard. It's sort of, you got to look after yourself, and
Okay.
the longer you look after yourself is pretty much the longer your career will be. And I've
Mm.
seen some boys, in Australia come on this side, and they get a bit too, because coming from that side of the world to coming here, the food might be a bit cheaper, loads of other good stuff to get your hands on, and because there's
Yeah.
no one really riding you at the time,
Yeah.
it's just those little discipline stuff. The
Yeah.
more so the off, that's the off the field
Yeah.
Off the field stuff.
But stuff
In
there you
terms
sort of
of
might take for granted in the NRL, whereas over in the Super League you got to manage it yourself, like you said.
yeah,
Whereas over in NRL you're like, oh, these annoying fellas, but then you get to Super League and then if you can start to balloon, oh, that's why they do it
Yeah.
over there. Hey, yeah, it makes sense.
and over here it's hard because it's like because there's no one riding you as hard. You start saying, hey, why am I'm not getting picked anymore? Oh shit,
Yeah.
why am I on the bench now? And then turns into, oh fuck, how come I'm not playing this game?
yeah.
Might end up being, oh shit, this club doesn't want me anymore.
Oh,
You
no
find
contract.
find out those ways instead of in the NRL there's someone to again ride you straight away if you're just 1 kilo out of shape.
Yeah, solid. Well, what are you playing? What's the game now? Are you playing and working? Are you playing? Are you still like in like a semi-pro level or?
Yeah.
What's
So man, as of yesterday, I just signed to go to a championship club, Doncaster.
Ooh, Doncaster! Let's go to Doncaster. Old Tyler Hippie and the boys. Yeah, I took the old Tyler the other week. Yeah, the Doncaster.
Yeah, with those boys.
So you start.
and
Like when do you start?
Oh no, I just started this week.
Oh, solid. Let's go. Me. Oh, so
I
you
just
didn't have a
finished
club at that
playing,
time, brother?
No, so after last season, I went and jumped to rugby union.
Oh, hey. For who?
Had a bit of just for a local club in Hull.
Oh,
I had a situation last year where I was playing at Castleford.
Yeah.
But I needed to go home, and the club wouldn't let me go home.
Yeah.
So I quit. And
Yeah,
by
fair
then
enough.
it was like July. I quit.
Like
I
you
had
had a whānau thing, you had to go back, whatever.
Yeah.
All good, brother.
I had a little sister who was sick, and I wanted to go home and spend some time with her.
Yeah.
But because I always go and watch this rugby union club, I'm gonna come and play for us, and we'll give you a hand to go home. I said, man, 100%, I'm there.
No, that's good.
So I've been playing for this club. The season just finished last week, and so straight into championship now with Donny.
Yeah. So you start when's your first when you're running that up for them, brother? Now.
Probably next week or something. But I just started training, get the body right again.
Yeah, get that bloody Tokelauan machine ready, brother. That's it. You know what I mean? Solid, brother. So the plan is to stay in the UK for a bit, or you got to come home next couple of years? Not sure.
No. For now, we're planning on staying, man.
Yeah.
So I got my oldest daughter. She's 15. She got a scholarship to go to one of these colleges over here, play rugby.
Oh, let's get.
She's going to proper move out the house and go and stay on campus and start being an adult now.
Yeah.
So she's got she has dreams of playing rugby union one day for.
She's gonna play for England, brother. Oh, yeah, let's get. I know the Red Rose.
Yeah, so
change the anthem though. Boring nutters. Yeah, surely got some more lyrics. No.
We just sat down with her, done a plan. If that's what you want to do, man, I'll hang it up and we'll just follow you now.
Yeah, let's go.
So we're planning to do that. Or while we're here, we're gonna try and get a English passport as well for the kids or something. Maybe later on if we move back home when the kids grow up 10, 20 years from now.
No, mean brother.
We feel like me and my wife, if 10 years from now, if my kids want to come back, we can just say, hey, here's a passport. You can go, no visa issues. Now, if we can do that, me and my wife feel like, man, at least we've done something.
Solid, brother. At least you got a plan, because that's the key too, eh? Like with the babies and all of that stuff, you got a plan at least. Just on that, what are you doing for mahi? What are you doing for work? Or you don't have to share if you don't want to.
No, so I work on the docks.
Ooh, dock of the bay.
Yeah.
Brother Otis.
No, I work on the docks over here. Do operate quite a few machines.
Oh, me.
All the ships come in and go. We just load them, unload them, and yeah, pretty good.
Ah, solid, brother. Hey, before we get out of here, I got a couple of questions, if that's all right.
Yeah.
If you could have one food for the rest of your life, what meal do you choose? You want just one meal?
Probably fish and chips.
Yeah. Is there a specific place?
There's a specific. Yes, there is.
Yeah,
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, give it to us, brother. Let's go.
Hey, the fish and chips from Chicken Shack in Mungavin, back in Porirua.
There, Chicken Shack, Mungavin, shout out, baby. P-Town.
Yeah.
Hey, Chicken Shack. Fish and chips. What are you washing it down with, brother?
LMP. Something that's quite a bit hard to get my hands on over here, but first LMP. Thing that's on the menu when I get home.
Solid, brother. Besides the superpowers you already have, if you could choose one of those, comic book ones, or maybe even make your own up, what superpower would you choose and why?
Pretty basic one for me. I'll pretty much just like to fly. I would just fly.
Yeah, even though you already fly, but the sea. Me. I like it. And way on the fly, you want to see the world, see bird's eye view, go faster.
Pretty much, just up and leave whenever, wherever.
That's it. Have you all right, my other one was going to be visualization 10 years from now, but you've pretty much already answered it. I guess I'd say if there's any advice for any young brothers on the cusp like yourself who's gone the other routes, you've gone through club and they 20 years old, 24, what do you know, man, and they're on the cusp of making their debut. Any pieces of advice for them, brother?
Man, my number one advice would be just don't give up. As as basic and cliche as that can sound, don't give up. When I think of that, fuck, I can taste the blood, all the tears, the sweat, and
don't make that worth nothing,
Yeah, hard. Like when a question like that comes up and I say don't give up, man, I can just honestly taste all the fucking sweat that I put in over the years. And just don't give up, don't quit, because bro, it will hurt you. And in saying don't give up, everything will work out, man. Everything will work out.
Yeah, I love it, my brother. Hey, my brother Bureta. Time is the most valuable commodity we have as human beings, brother. The one thing we can never get back, we can always get back money, we can always get back things, but we can never get back time. So thank you for sharing nearly an hour and a half of your time with me that you could have spent with your whānau. I'm grateful, brother. Grateful. Thank you so much, man. And I know we've tried to work this out for a while, but thank you for fitting me in your schedule, cuz means the world, my brother. And hopefully this isn't the last time we connect. Maybe one day if when I get back over to the UK, and if you're still over there, we have a bit of a whiskey or something, okay? Or maybe even just a feed. Yeah, bro, big love, my brother.
Nah, cheers.
Appreciate you,
cheers, bro. Thank you, my man.
Thank you, my brother. And to anybody that's listening, make sure you peep the bro's journey, and if you take some inspiration from it, I definitely will. Even just the story that we were fortunate enough to hear about his brother and their relationship, even the mum thing. I don't know if he's told much people out there in the world, but this will be on this platform for as long as the platforms exist. So grateful, my brother. Big blessings to you and the whānau, your mumsy, to the family. Anybody that doesn't speak Māori, my bad. Cheers, my boy. Thank you so much for watching this full episode of Mind the Mic. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to create these episodes. So to know that you've watched and listened to the entire thing means the world to myself and all our hosts. If you could, before you leave, please hit the subscribe button and share this episode out to as many people as possible. It would help us so much. Thank you again to everybody that's still here, still watching. Thank you for all your comments, all your shares, all the DMs. Appreciate you all. Make sure you follow us on every platform. Have an awesome morning. Have an awesome night, depending on where you are in the world. Mind the mic out.
Oi, have you hit the link in bio yet?
Watch full episodes on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all streaming platforms.